If you have ever been told your labs are normal, but you feel like around you, your life is falling apart, this one's for you. You are not broken. You are not making this up in your head. You are just in a system that wasn't built for you. With the conventional medical system, they specialize in acute care. If you break your leg, if you're in an accident, if you need surgery, if you need medical attention right now, you go to the doctors, right? You go to your conventional medical doctor. But as women, when you are feeling off in your body, when you are experiencing all these different symptoms, maybe it's fatigue, maybe it's just low energy, anxiety, depression, gut issues, inability to lose weight, you name it, you go to the doctors, because that's what we have been taught in this society, is that the first thing you do is go to the doctors to get some type of answers. And so when you do go to the doctors, you're sitting there, you're in the consult room, and you are waiting, you're a little bit anxious because you're like, oh my gosh, like what if something is really wrong with me? What if, I have cancer? Like you're thinking the worst possible scenario. And when the doctor walks in and you're explaining your symptoms, you're going very in depth, this is what I'm feeling, this is what's going on, and they're just typing away on their computer, right? Not even probably making eye contact with you. And they really just say, these symptoms are normal for your age. Or maybe these symptoms are normal because, you're just going through changes right now. You have to push them sometimes to run labs. So that's what you did. You asked to get some labs ran, okay? The results came back. And they tell you, well, all your labs look normal, so there's really not much we can do. Come back when things get worse. And so you're sitting there frustrated. You're sitting there like, what just happened? Like, why did they dismiss me so quickly? Because I'm telling you, you probably sat in there probably 5 minutes with the doctor, right? You probably waited an hour and a half to 2 hours just to see them, just to get into the room. And they've only spent about 5 to 10 minutes with you. You just literally laid out all of your symptoms. You told them exactly what is going on. You maybe were even tearing up because you're like, something's just not right in my body. And the doctor will literally tell you, it's normal. It's normal for your age. That's normal because you're a woman. Like, it's just so dismissive. It's so confusing. You're overwhelmed. And you just leave like empty-handed. You leave with like just feeling belittled. So what do you do? What do you do when you go to the doctors and they just tell you everything's fine, everything's normal, all these symptoms are normal for your age, all these symptoms are normal because you're a woman, your labs look good, so there's really not much we can do. We can give you this pill if you want to try it, but honestly, you should probably just come back if things get worse. So there is a gap in the system. And when I was going through this whole experience too, again, you're just frustrated because you were just dismissed. They didn't even acknowledge what you were just telling them. Like, you just spilled all your guts out to them, and they're just like, okay, cool. See you in 4 months. Make another appointment if you want to chat more, right? And it's just very belittling, okay? And so when you go through this experience, you want to blame the doctor so bad. It is so easy to blame them because they're right there. They're the ones who told you this. But as I have gone through this journey over the years, I have realized that it's not the doctor's fault. It's a system issue. It is how the medical system was built. It is how it's ran. It is a business model. And that's how they run it, as a business model. The doctors get at max 10 to 15 minutes with each patient. They're seeing 40 patients a day. And they really just don't have the time or the resources to sit there with you and acknowledge your symptoms and educate you on what may be going on and ordering these tests with you, walking you through line by line of your results, right? Most often when you get your lab results in, you don't even hear anything back from your doctor, and you're just sitting there waiting for them to give you a call and be like, oh, here, these are your results. No, you have to go out of your way to get those results, to actually understand what's going on in your body. And yet they still give you no answer. So it's very easy to blame the doctor, but again, it's going back to the whole system. The medical system, again, was built for acute situations. And nowadays, I think it's 80% of the population has one chronic illness. And so the medical system wasn't built to serve individuals who have a chronic illness or a chronic disease. So if you do not meet the criteria to be diagnosed with a disease yet, or that have symptoms that fit this box to be placed in, then you're really just left on your own. You're left to deal with the symptoms on your own. You're left to sit in your room all day and think like, why am I feeling like this? Like, is it all in my head? Am I crazy? Like, what? Like, what do I do? So this is where root cause care comes in, okay? Because this is literally why we created Organically Glow, because we seen this gap. There was a gap between women who are not yet qualified to be diagnosed with the disease yet, but they are experiencing symptoms. They know something is off in their body because we know our bodies so well. And so you deserve to have answers. You deserve to understand what is going on internally, what your body's trying to communicate to you. You deserve to have a plan on how to actually start providing your body with what it's asking for. If that's nutrition, if that's supplements, if that's lifestyle, because again, you're not actually able to take a medication yet because you don't have a disease. And we want to avoid that anyways. We want to avoid getting the medications and the disease. So if we have that opportunity where we're not yet diagnosed with the disease, but yes, we still have like some type of imbalance in our body, why not take action now? Why not create a system where these women actually get these answers, get this type of support? So that is where Organically Glow comes in. That is where root cause care comes in. And this is where things are shifting right now in the world. Like, things are shifting. It has been shifting ever since COVID. Ever since COVID, there has definitely been more awareness about the medical system and how it works, and it's a business model, right? And people are realizing, like, I don't feel well in my body, but like the doctors aren't helping me. So where do I go? Who do I turn to? What do I do? And so again, this is where root cause care is coming in, why it's blowing up right now. Nutrition, functional medicine, everyone knows about it. You don't need more wellness advice. What you're looking for are answers. If you're tired of wondering why you feel off, my one-time functional lab testing packages are your fast track to clarity. This is root cause insight without the long-term commitment. You'll get functional labs, a detailed breakdown of what's really going on, and a short-term protocol designed to bring immediate relief. It's not a transformation, it's a turning point. A way to stop guessing, start strategizing, and take grounded action right now. If you are craving clarity without the overwhelm, head to organicallyglow.com and book your testing package today. Because your symptoms aren't random, they are readable, and I'll help you decode them. If you don't know about it, now you do. But no, really, there is definitely a system mismatch where, again, the medical system can't yet help you, but you do still deserve answers. So this is where root cause care comes in. So with root cause care, you come to us because you know something is off in your body. You know there's something more you can do to support your body so you can actually thrive. So you're actually not waking up exhausted and depleted in your body. Root cause care is truly the future, and I have been saying this for years because I have personally experienced a transformation through root cause care. Going back to my story a little bit, I was diagnosed with multiple autoimmune conditions at a very young age. I was probably 13, 14 years old, and I was on medications for years. throughout that time I was on medications, I was still ending up in the hospital. I was still ending up in the ER due to different symptoms popping up. I had more joint pain. I had so many other symptoms pop up. I had cystic acne. Like, just the symptoms kept piling on over and over again. And it got to a point where I realized, Jasmine, like, if you want to find healing, if you want to actually feel good in your body, you have to search elsewhere. There has to be another answer. There has to be another way. There has to be a better way. Because if you keep going down this path, it was not looking well for me. Like, it was not looking well for me. So I knew that I needed to take back control. I needed to be accountable for my actions and how I was taking care of my body, and really educate myself on how I can take care of my body to really put all these autoimmune conditions back into remission, to actually heal my body. And so that's what I did. Through root cause care, I was actually able to finally understand what my symptoms were trying to communicate to me at a very deep level. And so once I had very clear answers on, this is what's going on in your body, and now this is how you can support it. This is what your body has been asking for. You're completely depleted of all these nutrients. You have gut inflammation. There's just so much going on. But once I had those clear answers, my eyes opened up so much, because I was like, oh my goodness. The conventional medical system has no idea about this. And it's so funny, because I remember going back after everything was fine. Like, everything was good. My lab results came back and I had all of my stuff back in remission. Like, I was off my medications, and I went back to my doctor, and she looked at my labs and she's like, everything looks normal. Everything looks great. And she didn't even want to ask what I was doing. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I changed my nutrition. I took these supplements. I found the actual root cause. And I was trying to explain this to her, and she's like, that's all pseudoscience, right? That's all fake. They just scammed you. And I'm like, they did not scam me. Hello. I think you guys are the one that's scamming me, because all my markers are back in normal. I'm off my medications. I feel amazing. How are you going to say this is fake? And so that made me realize that, again, yes, conventional medical system, there's always a place for them, right? But root cause care was actually providing real healing and education and knowledge, and really just totally shifting the whole paradigm when it came to your body and your health, and being responsible and taking accountability, and realizing that you're the only one who is in charge of your health, right? You have to take accountability in order to actually achieve healing. So I was actually talking with I talk to people every single day about this, but it's so interesting because everyone has this common story where, they're feeling off in their body. They have these symptoms. They go to the doctors. Their doctors say everything looks normal. Everything's fine. Just wait until things get worse. And then when they do wait, they wait and wait. Eventually, you will be diagnosed with the disease if you don't do something now. If you don't take back control, if you don't change your habits, if you don't change your nutrition, you have to realize that in order to actually achieve healing, in order to actually feel better in your body, you do have to make changes. And so this again brings in that whole conversation around comfort and being uncomfortable. And in order to actually grow and develop and heal, it is uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. But I want to ask you a question. Is the process of healing more uncomfortable than feeling sick every single day? That is what I asked myself when I was going through this. I was like, I am at the lowest point in my life. If I don't do something now, where am I going to be? What's going to happen? Like, I would much rather choose feeling uncomfortable, being uncomfortable, trying to heal my body, than feeling like this, feeling so uncomfortable that I can't even live my life, that I can't even physically get out of bed. So you have a choice to make, right? Because there's a lot of difficult things that we have to experience in this life, but if you have a choice to choose between the two, you got to choose your heart, right? That's what everyone says, choose your heart. And it's so true. It's so true. So just going back to root cause care. So the main difference between root cause care and conventional medicine. So with conventional medicine, they're just asking, okay, what are your symptoms? Okay, those are your symptoms. Cool. Here's a prescription. Okay, you have these symptoms. All right, that's going to be this diagnosis. Here's your treatment, aka a pill or surgery. With root cause care, we're asking different questions. We're asking, how did this happen? Why are you experiencing these symptoms, right? What does your nutrition look like? How does your lifestyle, like what is your lifestyle? So that is the main difference between conventional care and root cause care. Conventional care, they're asking you, what type of symptoms are you experiencing? Okay, that fits into this box, so here's this pill, or you need surgery. Root cause care is asking, how did this even happen in the first place? Why is this happening? What is your body trying to communicate to you? And we dive very, very deep into your diet. What are you consuming on a day-to-day basis? How's your lifestyle? How's your stress levels? Are you doing anything to support your body going through all this stress from just a day-to-day life we live, right? And then we dive even deeper into, again, really digging deep into the root cause with functional lab testing, with symptom analysis, and we're able to really pinpoint like what your body's trying to tell you. And so this is so empowering, because when you actually have root cause answers, you have this sense of relief, because you are like, I'm not crazy. It's not all in my head. I finally know what is going on in my body, and I can do something about it. I don't just have to wait around until a disease pops up and I have to take a medication for the rest of my life. I can take action now to support my body, to heal my body, to really reach that next level, to step into this new person who is healed, right? So with conventional care, root cause care, again, root cause care is very empowering, because we're educating you on your body. We're educating you on how to support your body. And this really gives you so much power back, because you're like, oh my gosh, yes, like this is my body. I get to take care of it. I only get one body for the rest of my life. So why not? Why not give my body with what it's asking for? And so this is just the difference between conventional care, root cause care, and really deciding on if you want to wait around for a disease to pop up and take a medication for the rest of life. That's fine. You know, sometimes that actually happens. If you're already diagnosed with the disease, I also want to let you know that there's still so much that you can do to support your body, to really put all the symptoms back into remission, to really support your body on a very deep level, where you're able to really step away from that diagnosis and start leading your life. So I hope this resonated with you guys. This is very a touchy subject, right? Because it does bring up a lot of emotion, just for me specifically, just because it really makes me take a look at, you know, my own healing journey and how far I have come in my own healing journey, right? So again, if you are ready to choose something different, if you are ready to finally understand what your body is trying to communicate to you, really understand that your body is always healing, sometimes it just needs extra support, and really learning how to support your body at a root cause level, definitely book a free call. You guys can also send me a DM on Instagram at Organically Glow. Let me know what resonated with you. If you're experiencing this right now, let me know too. I would love to just support you because it can be very challenging to go through because you feel so isolated, you feel so alone, but you're not alone. I want you to know that. So again, if you guys are interested in working one-on-one, we have our personalized wellness plans, and this is really where we combine deep care with root cause medicine. So again, you guys can send me a DM or you guys can book a free call. We can chat through and see how we can support you, how we can help you reach that next level, how you can actually start healing your body. So again, thank you so much for listening. If you guys love this episode, if this resonated with you, I would love if you guys can leave a review or even rate it 5 stars. That would be amazing. But again, I will see you guys next week. You lead teams, households, businesses, but no one taught you how to lead your health. Most wellness advice wasn't built for women like you, high functioning, chronically fatigued, done with surface level fixes that don't actually work. That's why I created my one-on-one personalized wellness plans. We start with functional labs, we decode your symptoms, and we build a protocol that's rooted in data and designed for your reality. This isn't trendy wellness, this is root cause medicine that leads to restorative care. It's clarity, structure, and sustainable results for women who carry a lot and deserve to feel like themselves again. If you are ready for precision support and a practitioner who sees the full picture, head to organicallyglow.com, book a call, and let's rebuild your energy at the root so you can lead everything else from a place of clarity. If today's conversation shifted something inside of you, if it brought you clarity, relief, or a new way to see your health as a leadership tool, I'd love for you to share this with another powerhouse woman in your world. And remember, symptoms aren't the problem, they are the signal. When you start translating them, you stop surviving and you start leading with clarity. I'll see you next time inside Glow Social Hour.